So we're going to teach a back up. The reason I teach my dogs, all of them, to back up is that then they are using their rear end and they're understanding how this area of their body relates to agility. They learn to step backwards individually with each foot. That's really, really good for their core and just for them to have rear end awareness. Now, the reasons we want them to understand that they have a rear end, they're not just dragging it along, is because when they come to a seesaw or the A-frame or the dog walk, they can weight shift backwards and they can make sure that they can come down and safely into that two-on-two-off position. It's particularly important when they're on a seesaw because you do want that weight shift and you want them to be able to get that seesaw down before they leave it. Now, Tegan has learnt the back up before, all right? So she's going to be a little bit hard to train this because she is already waiting for me to give her the full commands. So the other reason what I like is that when they are doing their walking backwards, we will also during this course is also, sorry Tiggy, is get them to back up onto something, okay? And today I'm just going to get her to back up onto a mat, all right, a dog bed mat, okay? So it doesn't have to be anything super high. I know you can get them to back up onto a wall, but I don't particularly do a lot of that because I do find that the dogs do get injuries from that if you're not doing it properly and they've not done it before. You just have to be very careful with anything too athletic like that. My dogs will never be climbing a wall and an agility course, so I tend to steer away from that type of extreme wall climbing. Okay, so with our walking backwards, what we're going to do, how we're going to start is we're just going to put some pressure on Tegan. Yes, good girl! And walk her out of it. Every time she takes steps backwards, she gets a yes and a lolly. Yes! Yes, yes! Good girl! Bring her out of it. Bringing out of it is like a default. Yes! Yes, good girl! Yes! Yes, good girl. And we'll see whether she can offer it now. Yes, good girl. So see, she offered it herself then. I'll bring her out of it. Yes, good girl. And if she walks back of her own accord, you can reward that as well. Good girl. Yes, good girl. So now that she's got that, okay, she's walking backwards. She's giving me a little bit of offering. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a hand signal as I'm putting pressure on her. Now my hand signal is just going to be back up. The word will be back up, but I won't use the word just yet. I will just let her see the hand signal first. Yes, good girl. And good girl, pull her out of it. Yes, yes, good girl. So now she knows that when she sees Mama do that, she's going to go backwards. Yes, good girl. Good girl. So now I'm going to add that back up word, alrighty? Back up, back up, back up. Yes, good dog. And she was skipping then, so she was quite happy. Although we don't particularly want too much skipping. Good girl, back up, bit slower, bit slower. Yes, that's nice. That's nice. Pull her out of it again. Now, you'll see I've just added that word. Back up, back up. Yes, good dog. Back up, back up. Yes, good dog. And you can toss the treat to them if you don't want to put it in their mouth. These are not good. She can't find them. Back up, back up. Yes, good girl. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand still and see whether she can do that back up on her own based on that verbal and that hand signal. Back up, back up. Yes, good girlie. Jackpot of 2. Come here. Oh, nice. Back up, back up. Yes, good girlie. Back up, back up, back up. Yay, good girl. Okay, so I'm just going to use this mat. It's only low. That's all you need to start off with. Come here, Tiggies. And get the dog quite closer. So you can start off with it like that if you want. Quite close, and then just give them that cue. Back up, back up. Yes, good girlie. Woo, baby, that was so good. Bring them out of it. Okay, don't be too soon trying to move away. Back up, back up. Yes, good dog. Woo, baby. And because you've got something flat, they're going to step onto it. You would only add something getting higher once the dog knows exactly what it's doing. I would not expect a dog to find anything right now that's any higher than that. And so we drag her out of it. Good girl. Good girl. Back up, back up, back up. Yes, good girl. Yes. And see how, because she moved her foot off, I held off that reward. Because if I want you to back up onto something, I want both feet. It's like the contact. Right? Yes. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Yay! Good girlie. Very